Like Greece's junk credit score could drop no lower, but ratings giant Standard & Poor's had other ideas. It's cut the Greek debt once again, classifying Athens as being in selective default after it forced private creditors to accept losses in a massive bond swap. The move was part of last week's deal to qualify for 130 billion euros of rescue cash. The German parliament overwhelmingly supported the bailout on Monday after Chancellor Angela Merkel warned lawmakers of the risks of turning away from Greece. Financial advisor Margaret Bogenreef says the S&P downgrade didn't come as a surprise in view of current events.
In my opinion, I think the S&P did exactly what the markets both expected S&P to do and what the markets are actually doing. It simply waited for all the I's to be dotted and all the T's to be crossed. Greece came to agreement with private creditors. It's worked with the Troika to secure, the debt deal. All I think the S&P was waiting for was for those facts to be finalized before they actually put into place, an analysis that I think has been here for months, but that we just needed finalized with all of these agreements. What happens next? I think we need to start taking a look at countries like Ireland, Portugal, Spain. I think Ireland in particular is a very interesting case to look at. They were in a very similar position a few years ago, and they were able to play by the rules and, do good within the European Union. I think that once the I don't want to say Greece mess cleans itself up, but, once Greece is eventually expelled, we have to start looking at those countries. I do think what this does signify is the European Union will take on a very different political and economic shape within the next half.